Welcome back to the Fives, everyone. This week we're going to look at 5 new AI filmmakers we've discovered via Runway's Gen48 Aleph competition.
Yeah, we're talking about VenomSkyFox, YZA Voku, Tomas Olajos, Afrofuture, or Diane Laidlaw, and Shane Willett. And as we're recording this, Runway just posted their finalists, so let's recap. There is no monster. Moonchild. Ausencia. The Rage. The Audience. A Letter from the Past. Shower Thoughts in the Abyss. Anywhen. Prompted. Gnomes of New York. Elevate. Coronis. Ooze. A little larger than the entire universe. Comme neige au soleil. To the void. The mortals. Bench. We are infinite. One, many. Infinity. F3L1. Into the white. White between worlds. If a tree falls. Signal. Unmaking. Unseeing. Cauldron Lake. Wet. Wanderer. Echoes of Woes. Wolves of Severn. Exactly how I remember it. The Shape of Forgetting. The Last Dance.
I'm John Rogers.
And I'm Kai Turner.
Why is my phone dead? I just charged it.
It's not dead. There's no time here. It's Sunday night, forever.
Our first film this week is Sunday Night Forever, coming from filmmaker VenomSkyFox. And what I love about this film is that it really is stylized highly. You know, I think you could love it or take it. There's going to be a lot of strong opinions about the style, but what VenomSkyFox has done is just really kind of picked a style, really owns it well, and is consistent all the way through. I also love that there's a very strong sort of moral lesson that's attached to the video that you might not get at first because it's just such a striking video, but as you rewatch it a second time, that story and that moral lesson really comes through strong. I think this is a great short film.
Yeah, everything about this piece is unique. A unique sense of humor, visual style, of these bizarre and grotesque puppets. VenomSkyFox seems to enjoy using either this or the Muppet-style puppets, or these, I don't know, rubbery meat puppets. I don't know what you call them, but I've never seen anything like that before. And it feels to me like classic liquid television, the MTV series that ran in the early 90s. I'm definitely dating myself, but I'm here for this type of comedy.
Number two.
Next we have To the Void by YZA Voku, a visual artist out of Spain. This is a piece that isn't obvious with its message at first, but it very clearly touches on themes of life, death, and how we fill the time in between. I found it immediately visually striking, and as I browsed through the competition entries, it really stood out for its emotional resonance. This feels worthy of a film festival you'd watch in the cinema, and that's really the highest praise I can give it.
Yeah, I agree. When I first watched this, Kai, I thought very much that this would be a submission at some sort of a short film festival. I really like what YZA Voku has done here with the stylization, kind of the very grainy aspect of it. It feels like it's a VHS tape, maybe from the late 80s that's been transcoded, and so I like what they've accomplished.
Number three.
Where was this? I know it. I think I do.
Our third film this week is The Shape of Forgetting, coming from filmmaker Tomas Olajos, a London-based filmmaker, really with a great meditation on memory and forgetfulness over time. I think for any of us who have maybe elderly parents who, when elder care is becoming a concern, this really kind of hits home about what's lost as some of us get older and start losing our memory.
Yeah, I thought this was a great use of the technology, and the goal of this competition was to demonstrate the new Runway Aleph tool, which is exceptional at modifying existing videos. And Tomas uses this to support his narrative of an older person maybe experiencing dementia to subtract elements from the scene as if they're disappearing from memory. And not only does he hit the brief perfectly, but it's an exceptional piece of filmmaking. Next, we have Wet by Afrofuture, also known as Diane Laidlaw. Here she uses special effects to illustrate the metaphor of being underwater as we see people's interior lives overlaid on top of what is going on in the real world. And like in the previous piece, I think Diane has done a fantastic job of demonstrating the unique capabilities of this AI tool while exploring a meaningful concept and an emotional narrative.
What I really like what Afrofuture has done here is that she's used the tool AI to really ask a deeper question about are you willing to dive deep enough to find treasures that others have left unexplored, and really a look at a relationship. These kinds of sort of bigger question type stories that are told in film, certainly have been done for very many years with traditional filmmaking, but it tends to be a bit expensive. It's time consuming. Now these storytellers can really ask these questions, tell these stories very quickly and expensively with the AI tools that are available, and I think she's done a great job using them here.
Number 5.
They say New York never sleeps, but few know why.
Our final film this week is The Gnomes of New York, coming from New York-based filmmaker Shane Willett. This is a hybrid film where he shot live-action footage with his iPhone in the neighborhood where he lives in New York, and then added AI elements, this case gnomes, into the video. What I love here is he's creating actually a bigger world and a mythology around the possibility that gnomes live among us, just unseen, doing things like sometimes perhaps helping out by finding lost jewelry and returning it to the owners, and sometimes perhaps creating a little mischief, like messing with the parking meters. If we could just go ahead and turn those all off, that would be appreciated. But so I love that this is the setup for possibly a bigger world and more storytelling. This could almost be a trailer for a series of future videos.
Yeah, this is a fun, lighthearted piece and a humorous story, and it feels more like stop motion to me than AI video. So you can imagine that this would take weeks or months to film this concept traditionally. But for this competition, Shane did it in under 48 hours. And I think that's what is amazing about all of these competition entries, is that the speed from idea to execution means that we're really in a new world of creative possibilities.
Thanks, that's it for this week. Please like and subscribe.
See you next time.